to be a coach and have been coaching for 5 years. So I'm going to share my screen now. And full disclosure, I am like terrible at like running slideshows. So thumbs up if you can see this. Okay, excellent. All right, so today we're going to be talking about solving the desk-bound lifestyle. This is chapter 7 in Dr. A's Top Challenge 2's ebook that we're all reading together. So right before I dive into that though, I do want to talk about limiting beliefs just for 1 second. So if you're wondering what a limiting belief is, it's thoughts, opinions that we believe to be the absolute truth, right? Sometimes, or most of the time, like we'll have these and we don't know that they're there. But they tend to have a negative impact on our life by stopping us from moving forward and growing on a personal, relational, or professional level. One of my favorite quotes is by Wayne Dyer. He says, "The only limits you have are the limits you believe." So I want to talk about those for a minute. So common and limiting beliefs that we have with movement or exercise. A huge one that I hear all the time and I've had myself is, "I don't have time." Like blink if like you felt like that before, right? Or "I have to get in a real workout to count for anything." That used to be me. "I don't know what to do. It's too confusing. There's too many options." Or "I can't afford a gym membership, so I guess I just can't do it." Exercise doesn't really make a difference in my health. Or maybe it's, "Hey, I'm at a healthy weight. I don't need to exercise." So why should we include activity or movement? And these are just some of the reasons, but increased circulation, that can improve everything, including like how our brain functions, right? We can decrease our risk of developing type 2 diabetes and other diet-related diseases like heart failure and things like that, right? We can have better posture, which equals less back pain. We have better aligned hips. We can breathe better because as we sit taller, it opens up that space for our lungs. That usually puts us in better and happier moods. We can have better quality of sleep. We have that space also in our schedule, right? If we're in a regular routine, that we can like take that intentional time to center with ourselves and our thoughts and our feelings. But also it can help you manage a healthy weight, right? And so the nice thing with Dr. A is that he's like, hey, like you don't have to have any super structured routine in place. Like you don't have to go to the gym for an hour every single day to be able to start seeing these benefits. So he talks about the NEAT system. So what is the NEAT system? It stands for non-exercise activity thermogenesis. And this is basically just adding activity into our every single day routines. That's natural, it's sustainable, it's not something that we go from 0 to 100, right? Like we don't ever work out and all of a sudden we're like, I'm gonna go to 2 hours a day at the gym every day, 7 days a week. But it also creates a greater impact on our overall well-being than a structured exercise routine. And so it breaks down into 6 S's: stance, standing, strolling, stairs, samba, switch. So first one, stance. So sitting or standing tall is going to engage more muscles, you guys. It's going to get your core, your glutes, your back, like you're going to burn more calories, right? Because you're using these muscles to be able to hold yourself upright. And so just notice, it all comes down to noticing, right? Like we're in this digital world where like we're always rolled forward, like it's a laptop or a phone or whatever. And so like we're hunched forward. And so just notice your posture throughout the day during your normal activities. Maybe it's even like cleaning the home, sitting in your car at the office. And so we've been talking all week about habit formation, right? And so having cues is a big part of habit formation. And so if you have a hard time thinking consciously about how your stance is throughout the day, you can set timers, like set a timer for maybe every 30 minutes that goes off and you're like, oh, what am I doing? Am I like this or am I like this? And you can just kind of fix yourself, right? But there's also posture devices if you want to get really fancy. You can look them up online, but there's like things that like sit on your back, kind of like a necklace. And like if you hunch forward, it vibrates and reminds you, it's a cue, right? It's like, oh, pay attention, you need to sit up. So that's stance. And then we have standing. So again, opting to stand over sit is again going to engage more muscles, your weight bearing muscles, and it's going to burn more calories. But think about your daily routines, like in your own life. Which activities that maybe you're sitting down for right now could be done standing? Maybe it's talking on the phone. Maybe it's investing in a standing desk, right, for work. Maybe it's making dinner or watching TV. Like those things can all be done standing. The next one's strolling, walking. This is my favorite, and this is actually my cute husband here on our desk treadmill. So you can walk down the hall instead of sending an email to your coworker. You can walk to tell your kids dinner's ready instead of yelling for them. You can park in the farthest away parking stall at work or at the store. Treadmill desk. I don't know if you can see in this picture, but my husband has like his laptop and it's on this like bar. I got that off of Amazon for like $100, and it holds our laptop and he documents on it. I can do my work on it, and I can like book like 5 to 8 miles on a good work day. So it's an easy way. But also you can integrate an external cue or motivator. So the example I wanted to give was adopt a dog, you guys. When I have never been so motivated to walk more than when I've had my puppy Siberian Husky, because if I did not walk her 6 miles a day, she would eat my carpet. And so that made it really easy for me to want to walk, because otherwise I had eaten carpet, right? So just kind of think about how could I get creative with this? Next one is stairs. So stairs dramatically increase your energy expenditure really quickly. So like 1 flight of stairs, Dr. A talks about, is 100 steps. 10 flights of stairs is like walking a half of a mile. So skip the elevator at work or at the hotel or wherever you're at. Samba. So adding in music and rhythm and movement. I don't know if you guys have ever been in a really bad mood, but you turn on music and like you instantly feel re-energized. It's too early to think of words. And also like when I'm feeling like down, like it helps, right? To be able to just kind of lift your spirits, and it's going to engage your brain. And oftentimes, like if there's music going on in the background, we kind of unconsciously are tapping, you know, our foot or a pen or swinging our leg, like when we're sitting. But even singing a song can boost your spirits as well and burn some extra calories. Or you can do a dance party. Like I don't dance in front of anybody except for my children, because hopefully they're too young to be traumatized by that. But like we'll do like okay, every day at 4 o'clock, we're going to do a dance party. And then it kind of doubles as like a bonding experience. So 4 o'clock rolls around, we turn Alexa on with some music and we dance for 20 minutes. So I love doing that with them. And then the last one is switch. So we can switch out automated activities with manual ones. So just like some basic things, but maybe instead of buying like pre-grated cheese, maybe you're going to grate your own cheese, right? Or you stand up to change the channel on the TV, or maybe you're going to hand wash your dishes or hand wash your car instead of going through like quick quack car wash or whatever they have everywhere else. And then also exercise ball instead of a chair at work. You can see in this picture like that they have, Amazon has everything, you guys. Like there's fancy devices now for this. But if you don't want to spend money on a chair, like just grab a $15 exercise ball and sit on that. That's going to force you to sit up straight. It's going to force you to engage those muscles and burn extra calories throughout the day. And so just kind of the last point. And I want you guys to think about this in your own lives. Like what habit loops do you have for activity or maybe inactivity? Right? Like maybe you're in a habit of being inactive and maybe it's sitting down watching TV. Dr. A talks about, the example he uses in the book is like coming home from work, totally frazzled and tired. And then a very common routine that we have is that we turn on the show, sit down, and oftentimes we're eating junk, right? And then the reward is that we get that distraction from those feelings of frazzled and tired. And so just kind of think about, we can't really change the cue. Like that's kind of hard to control. The cue can happen like we drive past a billboard that has a steaming pizza on it, right? Like, and then maybe all of a sudden we're craving pizza. Like, so we don't always have control over cues. And then the reward has to stay the same to effectively replace a habit. So really the only thing we can change is the routine. And so he talks about maybe instead of grabbing the remote and like snacks, maybe you go to yoga, because it's going to do the same exact thing. It's going to have that same reward of having that distraction from like those unpleasant feelings of feeling frazzled and tired, right? And then yoga also doubles as like has so many great health benefits, right? And so it's the better habit to help you get what you want. So that is what I have for you guys today. And then for a comment today, you can put in the comment thread, just say a habit loop you've noticed in your life and how you're going to replace it with something else. Or also you could do like which S you're going to start implementing in your life. So thanks, you guys. Have a wonderful Monday and a wonderful week. See ya.